You guys are never going to believe what happened to me at work. I literally witnessed a liberal meltdown right in front of me. Actually, it was towards me. This is just crazy. This is crazy. I can't believe I actually witnessed this. You guys, I usually see this on YouTube, TikTok. I'm, you know, watching it happen. I'm not literally usually, I mean, a kind of when people yell at me about my Trump stuff, but not like that. Okay. All right, let me explain what happened. This is crazy. So I'm a waitress at a higher end steakhouse, okay, an expensive steakhouse. And it's the daytime, so it's a lunch, okay? But you can also order dinner. So these two people came and they got sat in my section. It's a woman and a man. And the man brought a folder with him. So I wasn't sure if maybe they were together or is it a business meeting. I don't know. So I went up and the woman went to the bathroom. So it was just the man. So I asked him, is this going to be on the same ticket? And he said, yes. And then what made me think this was definitely a relationship was the fact that I was getting his drink. And then he said, oh, and I know exactly what she wants. She orders it all the time. And he ordered her drink for her. So yeah. It clicks, they're together, and I was correct. So I go back there, get the drinks, come back. She's back at the table now. And she is either Chinese, Asian, something like that. And, which, fine, whatever. And then he is straight up a white American man. And she's not speaking direct English. I mean, she is, but not like... At one point, I asked her, do you want a super salad? And she said yes. It was kind of a little bit barrier. So I thought. But he spoke, regular English. So keep that in mind. So I brought the drinks and I was getting their order. The man ordered first and then she was ordering. And again, it was kind of a little, she was able to speak English, but not, in a great way. So I'm having a little bit of trouble, but we finally get through it. And she points at the dinner ribs, which is a full rack of ribs, and that comes with a free salad or soup and one side. And then she says because I asked you wanting the full rack, and then she says she wanted the half rack, but she's not pointing at the lunch menu. That's the half rack. So then it's not clicking in my head at that moment, which that's my fault because I was confused. I don't know, because she's pointing at the dinner one. So I'm assuming it's coming with a free salad. But then when she said half rack, that one doesn't come with it. So after I asked her that and I got all the order, I went back to the computer to put the order in, and then it clicked and somebody reminded me, hey, that lunch one does not come with a free soup or salad. So I needed to go back out there, apologize, let them know it's my fault. I should have caught this, but I didn't. And I needed to know if it's okay to add the salad. If not, then I won't add it, but you're not going to get a salad. So I went back out there and I hate doing this, but somebody's got to do it. So I went back out there and okay. So I go back out. And I look to my right because she's right there and I start talking. Hey, I'm sorry. And then I start explaining myself. And then, in my head, I'm thinking she's already showed me she doesn't speak great English. And he does. And he's the man on a date, or you guys are married. I know you guys are in a relationship. So I'm assuming he's going to pay for dinner. That's what went through my head because in Oklahoma, usually the men pay for the dinner. It's just what it is, okay? Which is a good thing. But so while I'm looking at her at the beginning and I'm communicating, then I look over at him and I finish with, is it okay if I add this salad to the ticket? Because I explained to him everything what happened. And literally, the man started this. I didn't get to see how her reaction was at the beginning, but I'm sure it was just priceless. But anyway, he literally was like, I don't know. Why are you asking me? You need to ask her. She can make her own decisions. Wait, excuse me, what? So I look at her And I didn't say, without saying a word, I couldn't get a word out, because as soon as I looked at her, she said, yeah, why is it okay to assume that I'm a woman, that I cannot make my own decisions? Like, I can't make the accent. Like, it was just crazy. I don't make my own decisions just because I'm a woman. Like, that's not okay. And I'm sitting there thinking, the first thought that comes to my head, what are you talking about? I'm a woman. What are you talking about? Like, that had that didn't go through my head whatsoever. Like, at all. I wasn't thinking about that at all. That had nothing to do with it. And then I didn't want to offend them anymore, so I didn't bring up the accent thing, because who knows what kind of offense that she would have taken to that. But I did mention how I assumed that they, were together and he was paying for the bill. So I wanted to make sure it was okay to add to the ticket. And I told him I was sorry. I was trying to save this situation. I wanted to be kind and let them know how I felt about that. Let them know, but I mean, I was just like, I'm sorry. Look, that has nothing to do with it. And then the irony behind all this, after I apologized and all of that, it was so awkward after that. I tell you what, that was the most awkward table, and it was towards the very beginning, because I had to check on their drinks, and then I had to bring the food, then I had to check the ticket, and it was just so awkward. But the irony after all this, every time I went back up to that table after that, I made sure I talked to her directly every time. But she ignored me, and the man did all the talking the rest of the time. You going to yell at me for not talking to you and asking you directly, and then when I do ask you questions directly and try to communicate with you, you ignore me and let him do all the talking anyway? What? What? What is wrong with this world? What is wrong with this country? You got to be kidding me. A liberal meltdown right in front of me, you guys. Right in front of me. I was so shocked. I couldn't believe it. That was crazy. That was crazy. God bless you guys. I really do hope that, I don't know, I hope you can realize that I don't know. I just hope that the Lord will open your eyes, open your ears, and soften your heart, and wake up to the nonsense, because that's true nonsense. And I'm sorry that you felt that way, but that had nothing to do with it at all. That was just the craziest thing. God bless y'all anyway. And yeah, like and share this video, and also follow me for more. And I'm just gonna go to bed, because that was just insane. God bless y'all.